Imagine using just pure water to extinguish oil fires. Imagine creating a fire safety system that can save lives in the metro without damaging the environment. And imagine developing a fire protection technology in less than 10 years that now protects the world's largest cruise ship. The HIFOG story starts in 1991, when Marioff, a world leader in specialized hydraulics, became involved in the development and testing of a water mist sprinkler for accommodation spaces on passenger ships. The sprinkler used high pressure and minimal amounts of water to successfully suppress fires. Benefits would be lightweight, easy installation, and minimal water damage. The HIFOG system was launched at the Cruise and Ferry exhibition in London, and first orders quickly came for protection of cabins in 2 new cruise ferries being built in Yugoslavia, followed by an order for the largest cruise ferry in the world. The company quickly gained installation experience, and the next year saw a rapidly increasing marine order book, as well as recognition for Marioff in the shape of the coveted Safety at Sea Award. Classification Society and Marine Authority representatives witnessed a series of demonstration tests showing the effectiveness of HIFOG in extinguishing typical oil fires. And a series of tests were carried out to prove the safety of mist discharges near high voltage switchgear. At VTT, the Technical Research Centre of Finland, Marioff carried out a machinery space test series involving a variety of severe oil fires around a mock-up ship's engine. And as the marine business increased, HIFOG also began to be specified in the oil industry for both accommodation and machinery spaces. A contract for protection of all spaces on 3 huge new fast ferries involved full-scale fire testing to ensure suitability for the car and truck decks. And Marioff achieved its first major success with new-build cruise ships, seeing contracts for accommodation and machinery space protection for RCCL's new Grandeur series. And as Marioff started to supply for land-based applications, the company decided to approach the NFPA, who agreed to set up a dedicated water mist committee. In 1995, Marioff successfully completed the new IMO A800 fire test program for marine accommodation spaces. Full-scale tests, witnessed by major classification societies, were successfully carried out in a mock-up cabin and corridor setup, as well as in open spaces and simulated storeroom or shopping area. The next year, after a successful test program, the HIFOG gas turbine protection system was approved by Factory Mutual. And this was also when Marioff went underground, with a major contract for purpose-built HIFOG systems designed to protect a variety of special risks on the Madrid metro. The customer was enthusiastic about the environmental advantages of HIFOG over new gases and liked the easy testability and low maintenance. But the big advantage was the cost saving due to minimal pre-planning and the small tube sizes, which made even retrofitting systems in cramped escalators a great deal quicker. Demand for HIFOG systems was now growing so great that Marioff needed to rapidly expand its sprinkler manufacturing capability. The capacity problem was solved with the purchase of a nearby machining company renamed Marriott OY, to where all manufacturing operations were moved. The first diesel-driven pump unit was supplied for a passenger ship, and HIFOG systems were installed to protect some of Norway's priceless historic wooden churches. But Marioff knew the technology had really arrived when HIFOG was ordered for the new Eagle-class vessels for Royal Caribbean. At 137,000 tons, the largest cruise ships in the world. Each of the 5 vessels, with over 11,000 HIFOG sprinklers and spray heads, would have a system providing local protection in the machinery spaces, as well as protecting all the accommodation and service areas. In 1998, Marioff launched its innovative high-fog smoke scrubbing systems, designed to address the real danger in computer rooms: smoke. A partnership agreement was signed with IBM Scandinavia, enabling them to sell the technology as part of their computer room supply and protection package. High-fog smoke scrubbing systems were supplied to some of the world's largest companies. And for one insurance company in Sweden, the investment proved invaluable. A cable fire started in a computer room, and as the smoke level increased, the air conditioning system turned off and the smoke scrubbing system was activated. Within a short time, the fire was extinguished and the smoke had been absorbed by the system. After a series of official fire tests, the high-fog local application system was approved for protection of high fire risk areas in ships' machinery spaces. A high-fog system was installed on the world's largest new sailing vessel. And in Norway, systems were supplied to protect machinery spaces in hydroelectric power stations, as well as specialised hangars for F-16 fighter planes. And high-fog systems were supplied to protect computers and emergency generators at a data centre which processes $100 million a month of betting operations at 50-horse racetracks throughout Sweden. This year saw the introduction of the HiFog 2000 concept, and the number of HiFog sprinkler and spray heads installed passed the 1 million mark. A growing number of vessels were fitted with HiFog local application systems in the machinery spaces, and Marioff started a retrofit program for one of the world's largest cruise ferry operators, including carrying out major parts of the installation with vessels actually operating, so minimizing downtime. But the best news is when high-fog systems extinguish real fires. Like when a fast ferry sailing between Finland and Estonia had a major fire in the engine room, and the recently installed high-fog system extinguished it in seconds with no danger to passengers or crew. And when a fire was extinguished in a minced meat fryer at Finland's largest food processing factory, HiFog was praised, not just by the client Atria, because the line was up and running within hours, but also by their insurance company. Today, Marioff is continuing the expansion into new markets. We've started a new global service operation, and there will be new sales and engineering support offices around the world. As well as the ever-growing marine business, new land-based applications for HiFog appear every day. Hotel sprinkler systems retrofitted with little disruption to guests. Office and museum systems where water damage must be minimized. Test cells for racing car engines. And systems are now protecting ever larger data and telecom centers. We've just started delivering mobile HiFog systems to protect underground trains. And systems are being tested which provide effective fire protection in tunnels. Final word from Chief Executive and inventor of HiFog, Göran Sundholm.
It took us about 10 years to get 80% of the cruise market in the world, and this is due to very strong R&D and the heavy investment in new products. For example, the latest version of HiFog 2000 cover about 400% more as the original one what we designed in '91. And the next target is the land market, and we're expecting to get in next 10 years 80% of that as well.